Imagine this. You're in a shoe store looking for the perfect pair of shoes. You wouldn't buy a size 12 if your foot is a size 10, would you? An ill-fitting shoe makes every step slower, more difficult, and eventually so uncomfortable that you stop walking altogether. Academic fit works much the same way, except the consequences are far more expensive than a pair of shoes. Consider this scenario. A student with a 1200 SAT score enrolls at a college where the average incoming SAT range is between 1200 and 1450. From the first day of class, that student begins at the lower end of the academic spectrum. The pace of instruction, classroom discussions, grading curves, and faculty expectations are naturally geared toward the middle and upper end of that range. The result? Constantly trying to catch up becomes the norm. Grades begin to slip, confidence declines. 4-year graduation plans become 5 or even 6 years. Every additional year can add another $30,000 to $60,000 that was never part of the family's financial plan. Not only extra cost, lost revenue while you should be out making a living. You are also now competing with a larger pool of applicants, all fighting for the same jobs. But the financial impact doesn't stop there. Students who are positioned near the top of a college's academic profile often receive the greatest rewards. Merit scholarships tend to flow toward these students because colleges want to attract and retain them. They're more likely to be invited into honors programs, receive research opportunities, secure internships, participate in co-op programs, and gain access to career placement initiatives. Employers recruit heavily from these programs. Professors recommend these students. Career centers actively connect them with opportunities. They're often recruited not because they're necessarily smarter, but because they're intentionally positioned where they stand out. Meanwhile, students who enter at the bottom of the academic range frequently spend so much time trying to stay academically afloat that many of those same opportunities pass them by. Instead of building resumes, they're focused on simply passing the next exam. This isn't simply bad luck. It's a predictable outcome of starting at a college that isn't the right academic fit. There's another reality that families rarely hear. Colleges are businesses. Admitting students across a wide academic range serves institutional goals. Students at the lower end of that range are statistically more likely to take longer to graduate, less likely to earn substantial merit aid, and more likely to pay full tuition for additional years. Getting accepted is often mistaken for being positioned for success, but admission alone does not guarantee academic, financial, or career success. Families whose students graduate in 4 years often choose colleges where their student falls within the top 25% of the incoming class academically. In those environments, the coursework better matches their preparation. Merit aid becomes more attainable. Leadership opportunities increase. Internships and co-op experiences become more accessible. Career recruiting begins earlier. The institution has every incentive to help these students thrive because their success improves the college's own outcomes. Academic positioning isn't just an admission strategy. It's a financial strategy, it's a graduation strategy, and it's a career strategy. The goal shouldn't simply be to get into college. The goal should be to enroll at a college where your student is positioned to succeed academically, graduate on time, maximize scholarship opportunities, and leave with the experience and connections that launch a successful career. In the end, just like finding the right pair of shoes, success isn't about squeezing into the biggest name. It's about finding the right fit, so every step forward becomes easier, more rewarding, and far less expensive.